All right, good Monday morning, everyone. TJ here for your low impact class. I will be teaching this class for Caitlin today. For today's class, you will need a light pair of dumbbells, medium pair of dumbbells, maybe something a little heavier if you prefer, and then just a mat. If you don't have a mat, the floor is fine. All right, so let's get started. So just starting on the ground, and we're going to kind of warm up the body just by kind of prepping the body. So I will have to turn myself a little bit and the dog will be in the way. All right, so we're going to do that reverse scorpion. So where you pick up like your right leg and you're just going to kind of bring it back behind you and rotate as far as to what is comfortable or doable for you. And then bring it back down, do the left side. This particular stretch is kind of a hard one for me just because it's kind of hard to like rotate and try to like twist the body. But try to do what you can. Give me a couple more. Nice job. All right, so let's move into, since we're on the ground, let's just stay on the ground for the transition aspect of this. So we're going to go bird dog. So this particular one where you're going to take your left arm and your left leg and your right elbow, you're going to bring it in to the center and then bring it out, bring it into center and bring it out. Now you don't necessarily need to bring that elbow in towards the center and touching the knee. If you want, you could just extend that hand and that knee. So opposite hand, opposite knee. So let's do the other side. So right leg, left elbow. Again, bring it towards the center and then back out. Otherwise, you could raise the arm and straighten that back leg. Keeping the back flat, keeping the core engaged, squeezing through your glutes, especially as that leg extends. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. So for the next one that we're going to do is that quadruped, kind of like a back and forth motion. So pretty much where you're sitting back and then you're going into pillar bridge, sitting back, pillar bridge, sitting back, kind of pillar bridge. So it's almost like you think of like a child's pose / like a plank where you're on your hands. 3, 2, 1. All right. All right, the last and final one that we will do is I'm just going to kneel because it's just easier that way. So we're just going to do some arm circles going forward. Just do a few. And let's go back. So we're starting small. We'll do it again, but now as we go forward, let's make a bigger arm circle. Nice job. Now let's go back. Bigger arm circle. We're doing what is possible. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. So now let's step into that movement preparation. So we're going to do some bodyweight squats. So we'll just do 2 rounds, but we're going to go kind of through the circuit. So starting off with bodyweight squats. Ready? Go. So sitting back into it like you would sit into a chair, pushing that hip back, keeping the core engaged. If you can go halfway, super. If you can go to where the thigh, the upper leg is parallel to the floor. 3, 2, 1. All right. So the next one that we're going to do is we're going to hug the knee, and then we're going to step back into a lunge. All right. So hug the knee, step back into a lunge. Ready? Go. So we'll just focus on the left. So hug the knee, step back into a reverse lunge. Try to be careful to not lose your balance. Make sure you hug that knee. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So let's do the other side. Ready? Go. So step back, hug the knee, step back, hug your knee. So bringing that knee up and just kind of grabbing with your hands. By doing so, you're stretching out your glute. As you bring that knee up, step back into it. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So the next one that we're going to do is a T. So it's kind of like you think of like our row, where you're going to bend at the hip, flat back. I'll slightly turn your way. So hands are going to face out. You're going to make the letter T with your upper body. All right, ready? Go. So bringing those arms straight out to the side, squeezing between your shoulder blades when they're out, keeping your belly button drawn towards your spine. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right. So for this last one, for this round, we'll do this round again. We're going to do a step and touch mountain climber. All right. Ready? Go. So step and touch. Now you can bring it towards the center or bring your knees in towards your center. If we want to make it interesting the next round, you could step to where that knee kind of comes to the outside part of your body. Just a little different if you choose. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's child's pose really quick. So that kind of fetal position where you're face down, hands are overhead. Just stretching out really quick. All right, so let's go back to the bodyweight squats and those lunges and the T's and all those other things that we just did. Last round, ready? Go. Now, if you want to change your stance for your bodyweight squat, you can bring your stance or your feet a little closer to each other, just to change the angle of the muscles that you are working, which would be your quads, your glutes, maybe a little outer thigh or the inner thigh. 3, 2, 1. All right. The next one that we are going to do is that, opposite leg. So hug the knee, step back, and then hug the knee and step back and lunge. All right, ready? Go. Oops. Just try not to lose your balance. Just remember to hug that knee or bring that knee into your chest versus just raising it up. Really hug that knee in. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's switch and do the other side. Ready? Go. Nice job. So when you do your lunge, just be careful that you don't bang that back knee or really hit that back knee on the floor. You could just float it above the floor or just lightly touch. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're going to go back to that T. All right. That bent over T position, just like a row. Ready? Go. So we're not using any weights, but if you were using any weights, I would definitely suggest a lighter pair of dumbbells. Just remember, arms straight out, well to the side in that bent over position, squeezing between your shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. So the last one that we're going to do is that step and touch mountain climber. All right. So you have options. Either just step and touch, bring the knees into the center, or step kind of outside where the knees come out to the side. Ready, set, go. Now, if you want, you can pick up the pace without, really kind of taking off and doing something a little too quick where it's not necessarily low impact. But you can still increase your pace or how quickly you go, and yet still keep your feet on the floor or a foot. 3, 2, 1. All right, child's pose really fast. We'll get a drink of water before we start our first circuit. All right, so let's get a drink of water. Hopefully we have our water bottle today. All right, so the first circuit that we are going to do is going to be a bent over row. So it's exactly what I was talking about when we were doing the T's. So bending from the hip, and with your dumbbells, your hands facing each other, I want you to pull back, your elbows by your side, squeezing between your shoulder blades, and then back down. All right, ready, set, go. So we have 20 seconds for each exercise, and we're going to do 2 rounds of this circuit, and then I have another circuit for you that we will do after. So again, keeping that belly button drawn in towards the spine, or keeping the core engaged, elbows by your side. Hopefully a medium weight is something that you have. Your larger muscles being your back can handle it. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so the next one that we are going to do is going to be a lunge. So we'll put the weights down just so I can show you. So this time, instead of stepping back, I now want you to step forward and then step back into it, and then kick with that leg that stepped forward. All right, so just focusing on the left leg stepping forward. Ready, go. So kick, step into that left leg forward, lunge. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So for the next round, if you want, you could hold a dumbbell close to your body when we're doing that lunge. So just one dumbbell, not two. All right, so now stepping forward with the right. Step back to the center and kick. Ready, go. So right forward lunge, kick. Right forward lunge, kick. Keep going. This particular lunge is probably a little easier to do when going forward because of balance. But if you had any knee issues, usually a backwards lunge is easier to do in that regard. 3, 2, 1. All right. So standing, we're going to do a cardio element, which is going to be the skater. All right. So just step and touch either the knee, the calf, or the toe. All right. Ready, set, go. So just kind of a step and touch, whether you're touching the knee, mid-calf, or the toe. Nice job. So again, you can pick up the pace. You can move faster without necessarily hopping or having the feet, leaving the ground, obviously in a quicker fashion. 3, 2, 1. All right. So round 1 of the circuit is done. Let's go round 2 for the same circuit. So we're going to go back to that bent over row. Get ready. So elbows by your side, bent from the hip, squeeze in between your shoulder blades. Ready, set, go. Excellent. So again, using your medium set of dumbbells, pulling those elbows back by your side, using those back muscles. Those secondary muscles would be your biceps, the back of your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. All right. So I'm going to put one dumbbell down, and then we're going to move to that lunge. So remember where we step forward, step back, and kick. All right. So I'm going to use my dumbbell. I'm going to keep it close to my heart. Ready, set, go. Oops. Just try not to do it without, making the dog squeal. So remember, step forward, making sure this front leg is at 90 degrees. When we step forward, we go down, making sure the knee is not passing the toe. Great job, everyone. Push. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so let's switch and do the other side. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. So stepping forward with the left leg now. And remember, you step back into it, kick at the top. Standing tall or being tall with the upper body, keeping the core engaged, making sure we're breathing. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic job. All right. So the last skater of this round that we're going to do. So remember, step and touch the knee, the mid calf, or the toe, totally optional. Ready, go. So step, and again, picking up that pace to be just a little quicker. After this, we'll get a drink of water and we'll go into circuit number 2. Today is very leg focused, especially with the quads, the glutes, the back. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, let's get a drink of water. All right. So circuit number 2, we're going to do a bicep curl. So grabbing maybe a lighter or medium pair of dumbbells, standing tall with your elbows by your side, and we're just moving from elbow to the wrist, curling the weight. All right, ready? Go. So utilizing the biceps or that front part of your upper arm, making sure we're breathing. So this round is 2 rounds for 20 seconds on. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so now we're going to drop that weight. So we're going to go back to the squat, but I'll give you 2 options. You can either squat, punch, punch, and then stand, or you could punch, punch when you stand, then squat. Either way, all right? You have 2 options. Ready? Go. So I'll just stand and punch and squat just to make it a little more interesting. Again, sometimes when there's an added part to another part or movement, sometimes it can be a little confusing, but do what you can. Nice job. So when you do your squat, 3, 2, 1. All right, awesome job. So I was starting to get a little confused there just because I was adding my punches at the top and then adding my punches at the bottom. That's one way of doing it. All right, so still focusing on that squat. I know it's a lot. All right, so we're going to do a pulse squat. All right, so it's pretty much where you're in the squat position. You're just moving up and down a little bit. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1. So even if you're a quarter, like a quarter squat or a half squat, and you're just kind of moving about 3-4 inches roughly. This one is a leg burner. This one, you really feel it in the quads. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so let's take it to the floor and we're going to do a Superman. All right, so I'll turn the other way just so you can see me a little better. All right, so Superman, option 1, you can just lift the legs off your mat. I'll move my mat so that way you can kind of see what I'm doing. So you could just lift the legs or lift the arms or both. All right, ready, set, go. So I'm gonna do both my arms and my legs, squeezing my glutes at the top so I feel it in my low back. Again, otherwise I could just raise my arms or raise my legs, whichever one is doable. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's child's pose. Since we're down on the ground, We'll just do a quick stretch. All right, so stand carefully since we are bringing that head back above the heart again. All right, grab your dumbbells. Let's do our bicep curl. Last round. Ready? Go. Fantastic job, everyone. Remember to keep those elbows by your side. Feeling it through the front of your arms. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so the next one is that squat and the punch. Now, if you want, you can use your very light pair of dumbbells if you so choose, which I will do. All right, so I'm going to squat, I'll stand, and I'll punch when I'm standing. All right, ready? Go. So squat, punch, punch, squat, punch, punch. I feel like with the punches, it's a little easier when you're standing versus the first time. Otherwise, you just keep those dumbbells kind of close to your shoulders, just because it's a little easier to do than if your arms were down by your side and you were trying to do that. Doesn't work as well. It's not as smooth. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. So still squatting, but this time we're going into that pulse. All right. So if you want, take your feet a little wider. You can turn your feet out just a little bit to hit that inner thigh. Otherwise, we're just going to pulse. All right, ready? Go. So I'm going to do it with my feet turned out just to kind of hit more of the inner thigh. And again, keeping that upper body not completely straight up and down. And I'm not completely bent over. I am halfway in between. Just moving about 3 or 4 inches. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so one last one is that Superman. Get ready. So either arms or legs or both. Ready, go. So I'm raising both my arms and my legs, but remember you have options. Whichever one you feel is best for you. Excellent. So after this, we'll do a quick stretch and we'll get a drink of water. 3, 2, 1. All right, child's pose really quick, just to stretch out that low back. All right, let's get a drink. All right, so for this next one, I will actually straighten my mat back out again. All right, so we're going to be on the ground for this next one. Maybe I'll just move off my mat so you can see it a little better. So we're going to do the elephant plank. All right, so remember this time you're on hands and knees with your feet or your knees and your hands shoulder width apart. You're just going to float your knee off the ground and you're just going to hold it and you're going to keep that belly button drawn in towards the spine. All right, ready, just 2 rounds. Up, so just hold, keeping the core engaged. Nice job. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. All right, so let's flip it over onto our back. Just gonna move my mat again so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna do the marching glute bridge. So it's where I lift the hip up and I raise a knee. I bring it back down and then I raise the other leg. All right, ready, set, go. So alternating that march or the leg that steps up as you raise your hip off the floor, squeezing through your glutes or the side of which that foot is pushing and feeling it through that side. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, next is a bicycle crunch. So if we are familiar with the bicycle crunch, it's right elbow to left knee, push that leg out, and then it becomes left elbow, right knee. All right, ready, set, go. So hands are behind your head, keeping your chin off of your chest. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're going to sit up. I'm just going to move a dumbbell or two out of my way. So I'm going to grab my light dumbbell for the Russian twist. All right. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. So just making this rainbow motion with my upper body, keeping my feet flat on the floor. Remember, the farther you lean back with your upper body, the more challenging it will be. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic job. All right, so let's turn it back over again. So round 2. All right, so going back to that elephant plank. So remember, hands are below your shoulders, knees are below your hips. And remember, floating the knee off the floor. Ready, go. So just hold. If you want to make it interesting, you can do a shoulder tap if you so choose. Still floating that knee off of the ground. Great job. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, let's flip it back over for that marching glute bridge. So remember, lifting the hip up, raising one leg off the ground, dropping that, and then doing the other side. Ready? Go. Nice job. Keep it up. We're almost there. After this, we have 2 more exercises, and then we'll do some stretching, and we will be done. Finish strong. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So back to the bicycle crunch. All right. I'll let you breathe for a second. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice job. Come on. So we have one more after this. And then we'll be good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So I'm just going to roll up and we're going to do the Russian twist. Last one. Ready? Go. After this exercise, we'll just stay seated just to do a quick stretch. So remember keeping that core engaged, kind of arcing that upper body. We're making a rainbow motion. 3, 2, 1. All right. Nice job. All right. So still staying seated on the floor. I want you to cross your right ankle over your left knee and either scoot your foot closer to you or lean into it. So we're going to feel that stretch in the glute for which that leg is up. Don't mind the dog, he sees the reflection. Off my glasses, onto the floor. It's like a laser in cats. All right, other side. So cross left ankle over right knee. Either bring the foot closer or lean into it. Nice job. All right, so just legs out really quick, just to get a quick stretch for the back of the legs. Even though we didn't do any back leg stuff, those hamstrings still get really tight. So we're going to do one last final quick stretch. I will have you stand. All right, wrap your arms around your upper body. I want you to slowly roll one vertebrae down at a time, and you're going to feel that stretch travel down your spine or down your back. When you get to the bottom, reach for your toes. Give yourself a great big hug again, and now reverse that motion, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Do a couple of shoulder rolls back. We're good to go. Great job. All right, so just so you know that express abs will be in a couple of minutes here at noon. Otherwise, we have stretch break tomorrow at noon, total body conditioning at 12:30, and then we have HIIT class at 5:15. Otherwise, have a great day. Bye, everyone.